Well, let's go through these futures provided by Bar Chart to see just exactly where we're trading at, and then we'll get analysis here in just a moment. But right now, it's the corn market, which is on the lower side for the December contract. It's down a half a penny at 358 3/4. 356 1/4 was the bottom end of that range here today. 364 1/4 was the top end of the range. What a day it has been for the corn market. Soybeans are starting to recover even a little bit more ground than what they lost earlier in the day. November soybeans, 955 1/4. That is up 4 3/4. January up 5 1/4 at 961 1/2. This is a market that was double-digit higher last night on the overnight trade. September soybean meal is up $3.60 a ton at 305.20. Let's check on Chicago wheat. That December contract now up 4 1/2 at 553 1/4. Kansas City wheat up 5 1/2 at 477 3/4. Minneapolis wheat up, make that down 1 1/2 at 537 3/4. And December cotton is up 27 at 65.35. And join me in saying hello to Mr. Todd Horwitz with Bubba Trading. Todd, it's good to talk to you here today. You have been talking a lot about the liquidity or the lack of it, particularly in a lot of these markets. Are we starting to see more liquidity, or are we still kind of in the same position?
Good morning, John. You know, I think in the equities, we're still none. It's just a straight rocket ship that people are just buying because they have no place else to go. The grains are starting to see a little more action, and you're now starting to see that price action we've been talking about for the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks, that we would see some type of a nice rally, and now it's here. And the nice thing about it is the price action is so good in this rally that it looks like it has a lot of legs to continue. And actually, these little sell-offs like today in corn, beans, and wheat from their highs is really pretty healthy, because it will lead, I think, to a much bigger rally as we go forward, because pullbacks are terrific in strong markets. I think what we have now here is markets that are becoming stronger and have some real opportunities to get a lot stronger. So I think we look for good things ahead.
What kind of opportunities is Todd Horwitz looking for that would be able to continue to put a firm floor under these kind of markets, Todd?
Well, you know, one of the things I always have, I try to have everybody do, John, is just to make sure you hedge. You know, if you're putting on the models that I use to hedge against risk, because listen, we don't know for sure that we're going to continue to go higher, and you want to protect. And of course, my members this morning all rolled up to lock in 360 corn and lock in, 955 beans and 560 wheat. So they're set. If they fall from it, they're going to be protected, which is, I think, the biggest thing I think we forget is that we have to have protection. We buy insurance for our home, our lives, and everything else. Why not our crops?
That's a good point. What about this dollar here? You know, if we had talked earlier, is this thing going to go down, hold 90? Is it going to go lower? Let's check on the U.S. dollar right now and see where it's at. We're down 304 points right now.
92 is a real key level to watch. They've been range bound 92 to 94. I think they're going lower. I mean, I'm looking for 90 right now, but there's a chance they could even go lower than that. Listen, when you have the Fed continuing to lay free money into this market, somebody's gonna have to pay for it, and the only way they can pay for it is reducing the value of dollars. And that's what they're trying to do. Now, they've tried to do it for a long time and it failed, but because people are so happy with equities, there isn't as much a concern for foreign countries to come and buy U.S. dollars to make sure they're protecting themselves. This is a perfect setup for a bad storm for equity markets down the road.
All right, Todd, hang on here with us. We're going to talk livestock next. That's straight ahead. Back here in just a moment here on the Marketing Report. To the livestock market we go. First stop is the live cattle market. And this August contract, last day, 127 higher, 104.50. October is up $1. December is up 112 at 109.62. A little bit of firmness over here in the cattle market today. That's also showing up at the feeders. October up to 125 a hundredweight at 141.42. The November is at 141.97. That is up $1.30. In the hogs, it's October up 67, December up 55, February unchanged, and then those deferred contracts are down anywhere from 15 to 30 cents. So, Todd, there is some mixed action in the hogs today, but we're firming the cattle market. What do you see in the cards for this market?
Well, John, actually, I'm a little concerned about cattle at these levels. It came down to some key levels and kind of violated them. I mean, we're looking for potentially to be short them here. But again, I think that, again, you have to just watch the price action. But they're very tenuous at best. In fact, they were lower. Now, the fact that they were lower earlier and have rallied back is a good sign. But overall, I'm a little concerned. But again, price action over a couple of days can change my concerns into joy. You just have to be paying attention to it if you're more active like I am in the markets. The hogs look great. I think that they found their bottoms and they're going to continue to roll. And I think we'll see significantly higher prices. Now, typically, in October and December, prices aren't huge. Usually they start picking up in February, but I think we're going to start to see some growth into prices and see these continued rallies last for a while.
Todd, always a pleasure, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Todd Horwitz, Bubba Trading here. Brand new information from USDA, and that is the pork and the beef cutouts. The beef cutouts at midday lower. The choice down 205, the selects down 5 cents. Only barely over a 40 load movement. Very, very light movement. Carcasses over in the pork cutout up 5.10. The loins up 2.24. The hams up 2.74 at 52.93. And the belly market up $20.93 at 136.20. Christina, that's the latest from the market desk.